And welcome back everyone to the Spacey Tropics YouTube channel, tech review channel, where we review every... Wait a second. Now, this used to be the old intro, and I know y'all already seen my face. So, without further ado, let's switch it around, get this review really started. Alright, so I know I've been on a hiatus, I know I haven't been here for a while, but I was trying to, save up to give something new to you guys, because I always either give you guys something budget or this or that. The only big thing I ever gave you guys was really my Logitech speakers that I just recently got. If you haven't checked that out, the link will be in the description for that. The Logitech Z906. It's one hell of a good package. Now today, as you saw by the opening, I have for you something very special, something that I've wanted, something that was a graduation gift to me, and it is this. The iPad Pro. Now, some of you might be wondering, it's pink. You're a guy. Why pink? Why not? So, without further ado, let's get into this iPad Pro review. Now, I'm not gonna go over the crazy details. I'm not gonna go over the crazy whatever, because this iPad Pro 10.5 inch has been out for quite some time, and we all know, we've heard it from Everything Apple Pro, we've heard it from these people, from that people, from all the other people, including Bloomberg and this and that. Not the previous New York mayor, but you know what I'm talking about. We've heard that. Oh, excuse me, let me turn off that fan. I know it's probably making some noise. Gotcha, I got you guys. We've heard that there is possibly going to be a brand new iPad Pro, possibly all screen, maybe very minimal bezels, as minimal as this, going around the entire thing, Face ID, the whole works, coming at WWDC. Now, possibly, we don't know how true that is. I know last time on this iPad, it was released last year, WWDC. Quite honestly, if you ask me, it's possible. It's very possible. However, for something that's such a redesign from the old stagnant looking iPad with the big bold bezels and all of that, I think they might have its own specific date for it, quite honestly. The new iPad Pro 10.5, 11 point, whatever they're gonna call it, 11.9, 12.9, whatever it is. That new iPad is probably gonna be substantially so much better that it's probably going to get its own release date with how precious of a product that really is. But anyways, it's not about that. Let's talk about this. So I got this iPad Pro as a graduation gift. And as you can see behind me here, I got a couple of things with it. Now, some of you might be wondering, what about the Apple Pencil? Or how do you know, what about the Apple Keyboard? What do you know about the Apple Keyboard? I'm going to discuss those things with you right now. The Apple Pencil, could not get it as yet. I will be getting it soon and doing my own personal testing on it, so you guys can see exactly what it is the Apple Pencil really does. I know all the other reviewers have already done it, and I'm quite late in the game, but at this point in time, everybody has their own preference, everybody has their own difference, etc, etc. Now, reasons. What was the reason why I got an iPad? I have a Surface Book. What was the reason? What was the main reason I got an iPad? One, it was a great graduation gift. Two, I'm starting to really get into Apple products just because of the little cohesive little, everything that happens with it. And three, I wanted to give you guys better editing. I know for a straight fact that I can edit 1080p on iMovie. I'm restricted to 720p at 60 frames on Lightworks on my computer, and I have to pay a subscription for it if I want to get 1080p and the whole rest. Lightworks has done me well, but it has been choking the hell out of my computer very recently. I don't know if it's a recent update or something, but it's just been really choking my computer for some reason. I don't understand why. I have other programs like Katia and the rest of these things running properly on it, and this one can't run. So I don't know. So I got it for iMovie, but I also got it for GarageBand. So what you're probably hearing right now is a track that I already made on GarageBand. And just so you guys, kind of believe me, let me show you a little something. So we go to Recents, I already have a bunch of tracks made. I've already made a personal bunch of tracks by myself. So what you're hearing right now is probably one of these tracks, and pretty much from anything here. Now, one thing that really brings me to enjoy this iPad the most is battery life. I charged this last night. I left it, and I barely used it throughout this morning until now. It's 12 p.m. here in New York. Check this out. Can you see that? 100%. Reminding, I charged it last night. Used it a little bit this morning into now, and it's still at 100%. I charged my brand new phone here, my V30, from last night, wake up to find out that it's only about 95 to 93% battery in there. And I'm just like, but why? What's going on? You know? But I know there's a gajillion time bigger battery in here than there is in there, but at the same time, you guys gotta understand, to have nice battery life is key. That's one of the reasons why I chose the Surface Book in the first place. But anyways, let's not go over that. Let's go over the iPad. So what do I have? Pretty much, I'm gonna try the screen recording thing. If it doesn't work, then so be it. So let's see if I can add it right now. So based on everything with the screen recording, all of that, you'll hear the audio from here because I have my microphone attached to camera. You can pretty much see that I got all the basic necessities that I need. And quite honestly, I never knew how well iMessage is, but I'm not gonna go into it because I have messages coming up. But how well iMessage works is honestly insane. Like, it's really insane. Let me take off the Wi-Fi here just so my friends don't bombard me with stuff. iMessage is crazy. I never knew that iMessage could do the things that it does. But going past everything, you can see FaceTime. I have camera, all the basic stuff. But what I downloaded was Procreate. I downloaded some Adobe stuff like Photoshop Express, Adobe. There's an Adobe scan feature. I think that's why they put such a beautiful camera in the back of this iPad here. And also Acrobat. Quite honestly, it flows so smooth, I didn't even realize that, you know, it's just going so nice. Apple News is another thing for me too. I hate news, but just scrolling through Apple News is so nice. Reminds me of Blink Feed on the HTC One that I had, the M7, the very first HTC One. But, oh well, RIP to that phone. I got a whole bunch of Google stuff, Google Maps, Google Photos, Google Drive, Apple Photos, all in one folder here. I don't know, you could barely see it. On the other side, I got about three, maybe 4 games on this thing, but I don't really care. Now, some of you might be wondering, how the hell did I get Bitmoji on an iPad? Well, let me tell you. If someone with a phone sends you a Bitmoji on your message, there should be a little thing in the bottom that says Bitmoji. Tap that. It'll take you to the App Store to download. You download it. It's gonna look crappy because it's not made for iPad, but at this point in time, I get to send Bitmojis on iMessage now from my iPad, and I don't even have an iPhone. Yet. More on that in just a sec. Now, I got a coloring book app for my girlfriend because I know she likes to color. And pretty much, yeah, that's about it. What I've been doing mainly on this thing right now is a lot of GarageBand. Procreate, I'm going to be doing a lot of drawing because obviously you do know Spacey Tropics is not just this channel, but it's all of this behind me. You see my heat press and everything in the back here. I run a business called Spacey Tropics. So, if you want, let's see. Let's go right now. I'll check it out for you. And we'll go www.spaceytropics.com. Go. Oh, right. No Wi-Fi. Turn that bad boy back on. And reload the page. And bam, there we go. Right here, loaded up everything. Hopefully the screen recording thing is capturing it very well, so push come to shove, it looks good. And I'm proud of what I have on there. More stuff is coming, summer stuff especially. I got all the vinyl and everything here, so I'm gonna be trying coming up with some stuff after I finish make this video, which I most likely will be doing this video with a with iMovie. Hopefully I can do it with iMovie. I learned the basics and just put everything on. By the way, quick tip: you want to send stuff from your computer or your phone or your tablet, or you want to send stuff from your tablet to anywhere else, if you didn't know about this app, get this app now. It's called Send Anywhere. I tap it here on the screen recording. Okay, whatever, blah 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 blah. Okay, got it. I've used this app plenty of times. I got recommended to it by a friend of mine, and it has been nothing but pure bliss. Okay, this is what the interface looks like, and I just love it. And let's go back to me, just in case the screen recording didn't work. I'm already here anyways. But yeah, so pretty much there's not much to show you. And the reason why there's not much to show you is because, again, every other reviewer has done it. So you know there's 4 gigs of RAM on this iPad. You know the screen is 10.5 inch. You know the resolution is even I don't know what the resolution is. I think it's like 23 something by 11 something. I don't know, Apple's weird stuff. But yeah, I also forgot to mention the ProMotion display. The ProMotion display is amazing. Okay, 120 Hz refresh rate is something that you can't just play with like that. The only other thing that I know that has that kind of refresh rate is the Razer phone, and boy oh boy, I'm pretty sure the people who have the Razer phone are enjoying that, because let me tell you something, 120 Hz compared to 60 Hz, what it used to be, compared to 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second is blah. Oh, beautiful, just beautiful. And you are really going to enjoy it, especially on the iPad Pro. Who knows what they might do next with the next iPad Pro. Whatever the case is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, I know some TVs go up to 144 Hz. If they could do that, then I mean, that's it. Apple won in the tablet game. No other tablet can compete. Not even Samsung can ever try to compete ever again anymore. It's gonna be really something if they could do something crazy like that. The resolution is great. The speed on this thing is insane. Running 2 apps side by side in multitasking mode, yeah, even though Apple came late to multitasking, boy oh boy is it so good on this. Woo! I am enjoying it so much. Which leads me into some of the accessories that I also have for it too. This is, where's the box? I know I had the box. Well, it's called Universal Stand or something. I'll put the link of this in the description below. Pretty much what it is, it's a foldable stand. Right? Take it anywhere we go. It's aluminum. Fold it out. Hold your iPad. This is for those who don't want the keyboard case or all that stuff. Now, I have been testing it quite some time now, for about a week or so, and the main reason why I got this was because just in case I don't get the Apple keyboard at all, and I do get the Apple Pencil, I want to be able to draw, because I have a lot of drawings to do, etc., on Procreate. I just wanted to make sure that this was good, and by George, does this work. So you lay it like this, this metal mechanism right here, whatever this is, it's awesome. It might be a little bit loose at first, but I think that's the grease that's on it at first to keep it loose, so you know, during shipping and whatnot, when you open it for the first time, then when you start using it, it gets a little more stiff, a little more stiff as the time goes by. And slowly but surely, you can just take it, rest your iPad, done. That's it. Accessories, obviously what comes in the box is just a 12-watt adapter with a lightning cable, Apple stickers, and a book. Seems basic, right? Basic app. What I also got was this screen protector. Now, this is a tempered glass screen protector for this specific iPad, the 10.5 inch, and 2 comes in it. Link in the description. So far, I'm loving it. Another thing, a must is microfiber cloth. You don't have a microfiber cloth, expect to see a crap ton of fingerprints on this bad boy. I also got a pair of Apple earpods. However, that's gonna change soon because I'm gonna get some AirPods instead. Okay, now let's get back to this. I believe the cameras on this are the same that's on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. This is, well, not 7 Plus, there's no optical stabilization in this, I think, but oh well. This, I believe, is a 7 megapixel selfie camera for video calls, Skype, this, that, whatever. And in the back, you have a True Tone flash with a 12 megapixel camera in the back. I mean, I wouldn't expect a nice camera like that, but what I didn't expect was the aperture size, which is an f-stop of 1.8. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, is he really taking pictures with his iPad? No, I'm not. But when I do take a picture occasionally when it's resting like this and just go tap, it looks good. It looks really good. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna test that for you right now. Let's take a picture of all this stuff here. Bada bing, bada boom, bop. Done. Take the picture, look at the picture. Clean. Oh shoot. Clean, bros. Clean, bros and sisters. I'm gonna put the picture right now. It is beautiful looking. I never expected this from an iPad. I've seen plenty of iPad pictures before and they all look like garbage. But damn. And then when you're using FaceTime on this thing, whew, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. It is smooth, it is clean. It's not like, you know, some other products like Google Duo. And how do I know? I have Google Duo. I use it with my girlfriend all the time. However, it's not the best. It's not the best at all. But I digress. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Look, push come to shove, some of you might be asking, is the iPad Pro better than my Surface Book at this point? Some of you might be asking, for school purposes at least, is it better than the Surface Book? Yes and no. Why is this better than the Surface Book? In terms of taking notes, you pay a little money for Good Notes. I believe it's about $7.99 on the App Store. You pay your money for Good Notes, and I promise you, with the Apple Pencil, this is one of the best note-taking things, note-taking tablets, PC, whatever you want to call it, best taking tablet in the world, note-taking tablet. Now, if you need to do other things like desktop-worthy stuff, that's where the Surface Book comes in. That's where it shines. That's where it's going to be, you know, golden. Obviously, now I can't say Surface Book because the Surface Book 2 is out, but you know what I mean. Compared to my Surface Book, battery life is going strong, probably just about the same as that, even though Apple claims 10 hours. The amount of stuff I use on that, plus what I use here, it evens out a bit. So 10 hours each, 11 hours sometimes 12, because, you know, I barely use it. But push come to shove, I get close to the same thing. In terms of stylus, I guess you could say, my Surface Pen, the pen that comes with the Surface Book, or the old Surface Book, now you gotta buy it separately, which kind of sucks at this point, Microsoft. What are you guys doing? Really? Why would you charge for that? Well, you know what? Let me not say nothing, because Apple does the same thing. They charge for the Apple Pencil, but at least they tell you that it's not included. This time, people went to go buy the Surface Book, and they found out that, bam, you're not getting a Surface Pen. You gotta pay for it. So it kind of sucks for them. Well, besides that little fiasco with Microsoft and whatnot, let's figure out what's correct for you. Let's figure out, do you need an iPad? Do you need a Surface Pro? Let's get to the bottom of this from what I just started. If you are going into the engineering field, I promise you, somehow, someway, you're gonna meet some type of CAD program, you're gonna meet some type of programming program, you're gonna meet all these things, and you're gonna want desktop stuff. In that perspective, I say get a laptop. My preference would be the Surface Book 2, however, I know that is insanely expensive for some people. Especially, you know, with the way Microsoft is going with their pricing. They're trying to be Apple, but I think they're kind of overdoing it at this point. You know, $2,300 for a laptop without a 1050 or 1060 inside doesn't really fly. But, whatever. Now at this point, yeah, like I was saying, you need desktop apps if you're going to be in engineering or any type of construction or structural this or whatever the case is. All that engineering stuff stays there. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need a computer. Don't get an iPad. You will be disappointed. Don't. You need a laptop. If you want a MacBook, you can go get a MacBook too, MacBook Pro. But do not get an iPad. This is not for you. Now, if you're going to college, you're doing liberal arts, language arts, basic mathematics, trying to do calculations, you're pretty much writing the entire time. You're using a calculator for your calculations, just writing a whole bunch of stuff. You don't need to design anything or this or that. If you're doing, or if you got to do basic designing stuff. If you're doing all of that stuff, let's say you're even going to a doctor school, you know, to be a nurse or a doctor. At this point, this is your guy. This is your guy. 100% this is your guy. And why do I say that? Is because I believe Apple gives they give a lot more applications on this that, you know, help doctors or just help you to get better notes or to help you do this or that, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? It just helps you that much more. Now, if you desire a computer, that's still an option too if you're going into those fields. If you need a computer for this purpose or for that purpose, etc., fine. That's totally up to you. It's your decision. But from my perspective, from the people that went into the management section of my college, they really didn't need a laptop. They just needed this. Some people I know that were in the management section just using a basic MacBook. You know, not even a Pro. They're using a basic MacBook just to take notes, just to write down the things that they want, etc. I mean, you could do all of that plus write on this, plus, you know, play a little game here and there, still get good battery life, get good Bluetooth, all that with the AirPods, etc., good connectivity. It works with your iPhone because I know most people have iPhones. I know there's a majority that have Android too. I'm an Android user, but I'm switching soon. But I know there's a majority of Android users out there too, but it's okay, you know what I'm saying? The connectivity is there. Pretty much everything you want to know, everything that, pretty much, like I said, engineer, laptop. People who not going for engineering, you have a choice. I prefer this if I was in your position, only due to the fact that 1, it can handle a lot of things, and 2, you can write on it, and 3, it's gosh darn near light as hell, okay? It's way better than carrying a laptop. Hell, if you want to buy the 12.9-inch iPad just to feel like you have a laptop, that's totally fine too. That, honestly, you have more real estate, more screen real estate, you have pretty much bigger everything on that. The Apple Pencil actually looks normal next to that, not tall and crazy next to this regular iPad, you know what I'm saying? This regular iPad 10.5. Now, you're also wondering whether you should get the iPad, 2018 iPad, or get the Pro model. If you edit stuff, if you edit video, if you want to do stuff on GarageBand, if you want to edit some pictures, you know, pretty much use it like a small laptop replacement, not a big laptop. Big laptops got bigger internals and better stuff, but you want to use this as a small laptop replacement. The iPad Pro 10.5 and 12.9 is the way you gotta go, no matter what. If pretty much you just want an iPad, you just want it, you're not gonna do anything crazy on it besides listen to music or do whatever and occasionally color in some stuff or draw whatever, then the basic iPad is good. Really and truly, the basic iPad is more along the lines of anywhere from teens, and no, as a matter of fact, anywhere from kids 5 to 13, and then after that, probably, as a matter of fact, no, not most people don't even use stuff like that for that much. You can use anywhere from 5 to 18, and then after that point, you need a Pro model. Why do you need a Pro model? Because I know people are doing Word documents, they're doing Excel, they're doing PowerPoint. They need something. They want to edit some pictures. They want to make music on GarageBand. They want to do this. They want to do that. This is the guy to go. This is the way to go. So we've debunked all of that for you. I told you my experience. It has been nothing but pure bliss with this thing. I can't wait to get the Apple Pencil so I can truly test it out. I love all the accessories that I got. And most importantly, for me being a speakerhead, I love the quad speakers on this guy. It is loud, man. Like sometimes when where's my phone? When I listen to music on this little thinny thing, I'm just like, okay. And then I either end up plugging in a headphone, using Bluetooth headphones, or a Bluetooth speaker. This, I mean, look, I'll give you a short demonstration right now. A short demonstration right here, right now. I'm gonna play one of the songs that I made. Probably the same song that I'm using right now for this for this thing. So let's put it all the way back there, and let's hit play. Let's see if I fast forward a little bit for you. Get to the nice parts. I mean, come on. My phone ain't sounding like that. Your phone ain't sounding like that. Your iPhone ain't sounding like that, that's for sure. Well, your iPhone sounded pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, since they got that dual speaker thing, but I mean, come on. You can't mess with that. That's 4 speakers on an iPad. That's a blessed thing right there. That's a blessed thing, especially if you're trying to show things to other people. Whew. Now, let's say you want an iPad for, you know, other different types of uses. Now, if you want to, if you have a MacBook, this is a magnificent companion for it. Magnificent. Go back and forth between these two. Beautiful. If you have a regular laptop like I do, a regular Microsoft laptop, it still works pretty damn good if you ask me. Transfer stuff between, get things done, move Word document here to there, Google Drive, etc., etc. You're good to go. Honestly, this is amazing. This little guy has so much power inside that I was astonished. I really was astonished when I got it. I can text my friends on this because iMessage uses Wi-Fi. I can play games on iMessage. I have apps that don't even exist on the Android or Google Play Store that when I had my Samsung tablet before, I couldn't use, and the apps that were there that were close to iMovie and GarageBand sucked so bad that, you know, nothing happened. Like, developers didn't want to take control of it, and it kind of sucks because I was an avid Android user. I was. Reason why I'm saying was is because I'm slowly gonna switch everything to Apple. I really am, but that's for a whole different other video. Okay, that's a whole different other video. Now, this is where everything ends. Just let me raise it up for you so you can hear what the track sounds like. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds of this track raised up. 10-15 seconds, who knows. Starting now. And back. See that? I made that on GarageBand. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Man, oh man. The iPad Pro is marvelous. And if you're an Android user and you're afraid of iOS, you've never tried iOS, you didn't want to get into iOS because you hear your other Android friends saying iOS sucks, but you do want to try it. That thing right there is the best way to get started. It's the best absolute way to get started. You want to move into iOS? Get an iPad. You'll learn everything, and then once you get an iPhone or some other iOS product, bam, you're done. That's it. You ain't gotta do nothing. Everything transfers seamlessly, and you got no issues whatsoever. If you just need a tablet, get the iPad. It dominates the market. Although Samsung has the Tab S3 out, I promise you, you're not gonna have as smooth of an experience as you would with this guy. I mean, come on. I waited 1.5 years before my Samsung Tab S got upgraded from Kit Kat to whatever was next after that. It was HIJKL. Lollipop. I had to wait a year and a half to get Lollipop. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. That's why I don't mess with Android like that no more. Now, if you're talking about straight up Google Pixel, then yeah, absolutely I'll mess with it because I'm getting updates on the fly, just like I do with this guy. Psh, look at my phone. I just got Android Oreo, and so are a whole bunch of other people. They're just getting Android Oreo, and Android P was already announced. Come on, man. Anyways, I know I'm taking too long. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this review. I really hope you enjoyed the little comeback that I had. Honestly, I'm in love with the iPad. I hope you guys get in love with the iPad and just enjoy such beauty. Excuse the little mess. I know I didn't mention it before, but excuse the mess. You know, like I said, I run Spacey Tropics, the t-shirt side of things, by myself. And I do all of this by myself, make the clothes, do this, do that. You can see on the website link will be in the description below. I already tried to show you on the screen recording. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it again. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. That didn't come out right. Let's try it again.